Hi gorgeous! Today's video is a rather different one from what you normally see from me here on the channel, but in honor of Thanksgiving week and a lot of us who are getting ready to go do our first rounds of Christmas shopping, I wanted to give you some gift ideas for guys. Is it me, or are guys the hardest people in the entire world to buy a gift for? I am thinking specifically of my dad and my husband. Hopefully my son is not going to be like that. So these are actual gifts that I have given my dad and my husband in the past that have gone over really well. I wanted to share them with you. Maybe you need some inspiration or some ideas. So hopefully this will help spark some of those for you as well. I also want to say up front, this video is not sponsored, but I am including a bunch of affiliate links below for all the products that I am mentioning, so it's easier for you to find. I do earn a small commission off of the links if you purchase through them. I want to say thank you in advance for your support if you do. First gift idea I have to share with you is a Bluetooth speaker. This is awesome. It went over extremely well with my husband. I got this for him a couple Christmases ago, and it hooks up to any Bluetooth enabled device that you have. You can hook it up to your phone and it'll play the music off your phone. You can also hook it up to any other devices. I bought him a Bluetooth record player last Christmas, which, by the way, that's another really great gift giving idea if you have a significant other or you know someone who's really into records but they don't have an LP player or any way to play them. Another great idea. But the Bluetooth speaker is great, and this one in particular, I'm not sure if it's still available or not. I'm going to try to find it. If I can't, I'll have some other ones listed for you below. The sound quality is amazing. It sounds like you're in a club, and you actually have to watch the volume so you don't disturb your neighbors, but one of the best gifts I've ever given him. Car pockets. I have to get a set of these for my dad. He would really love these, actually. I bought these for my husband for his birthday this past year because he was constantly complaining about dropping things in between the seat belt and the console. You know, that little space that's just everything goes in there and disappears. I feel the frustration. Well, I saw these on Instagram, I want to say, and I ordered them. They came from the UK. It took about a month to get here, so they were late for his birthday, but he loved them, and there's no more complaints about things dropping down into this black hole that's in the car. One of the most creative and special gifts that I've ever given my husband was actually a journal that I wrote for him entitled 101 Reasons Why I Love You. And I came across this idea several years ago, and I thought, wow, that's a really spectacular idea for a gift. So what I did was I went out to Marshall's, I bought one of those blank journals that they had, and you can get these for $2-3. They're really inexpensive. And then on each page, I wrote a reason why I loved him. I drew a little picture, did a doodle, and it took me about 2 months to put it together because I wanted to put a lot of thought into it. But I have to tell you, the look on his face and the reception that it got was completely priceless. You cannot put a price tag on something like this. And the wonderful thing about a gift like this is that you can give it to anyone in your life, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your son, your daughter. It just works across so many different levels. And now you can go to Etsy. I just saw these recently, and order a personalized journal with the person's name on the front and have that sent to you and use that for something like this. I'm actually doing something similar like that right now for my son. I bought him a personalized journal off Etsy, and I entitled it Dear Jet, Letters to My Son, and I plan on writing him a letter like once every 6 months or so, just as a way to put together my thoughts, my hopes, my dreams for him, and then eventually when he turns 18, I would love to give him this book someday. So if you have a child, that is another really great idea. It's gonna take about 18 years to get that gift going, but wanted to share that with you. Solar chargers. Now this is not like a ooh gift. It's kind of boring, but if you have a techie person in your life, like my husband loves techie gadgets like that, they will swoon over this. They're great for camping, hiking. If you have somebody who loves the outdoors, we use these when we went to Busch Gardens actually, and they were wonderful because we were able to charge our phones while we were walking around the park. So another really great gift idea. Another one I wanted to share with you is one that my husband actually requested of me, and that is one of those Ancestry DNA kits where you can, I guess, give them your DNA and then they find out where you were from. And I thought, well, that's a really unique gift. I was surprised he asked me for that, but it's a really cool way to give someone an opportunity to learn where they came from, and who doesn't like to learn more about their ancestry and their heritage. Another unique gift idea for you are personalized collar stays. If you have someone in your life that works in a business environment and they need to wear a professional shirt, then you know all about stays. I mean, we have them all over our house. There are 12 that come in the set, if memory serves me right. I don't know, I haven't seen these in a little while. I'll have to go look in his closet and check. They are metal. They're not flimsy like the little plastic ones that you see floating around all over the place. And you can get them personalized. And that was what attracted me to these little stays. And now I got the ones that had little sexy sayings on them. But you can also get them personalized for dad, grandpa, etc., etc. And they do still sell these, surprisingly, but he's gotten a lot of use out of them. And he doesn't lose these like he loses the plastic ones all the time. And we'll switch it up a little bit here and talk about my dad. This is a retired engineer who has every single gadget known to man, and he is the hardest person to buy gifts for. God love him. One of the gifts that I got him a couple years ago for Christmas is something called a My Legacy book. I don't know if I'll be able to find the exact one that I bought him because it was so many years ago, but I will link a similar one below if I can find it for you. And what it is basically is it's a way for your parents to record their life for you, childhood memories, experiences in young adulthood, things that they've learned through their life. And it's just basically a book about them. And I wanted him to do this, not only for me, but for Jet, for Jet's brother or sister, for their children in the future. It's, I feel like, such a great memento to have in the family. Again, another one of those priceless heirlooms. As a side note here, I also wanted to share with you one of the really special things I did do with my dad many years ago. We took a trip up to New Jersey, where my dad is originally from, and he took me through the town of where he grew up and told me stories and shared childhood memories, standing in places where he was as a boy. And I filmed every aspect of the trip, came home, edited all the footage together, and this was years ago. This was long before I came on YouTube. Turned it into something called Dad's Story on a DVD. We handed it out to everyone in our family that was interested in having the history of my dad. And I wanted to do this for Jet and for any other future children we have, just in case he passes on and they don't get to know him. At least they'll be able to hear Grandpa's stories from him directly. And then I'll have it too as a way to remember him and to keep hearing those same stories over and over again. So I wanted to share that with you. If you have aging parents, it is so important to get their story while they're still here. Now, my dad is a huge foodie. Number one way to a man's heart? Through his stomach. My dad is the epitome of that. So one of the things I will usually get him for Father's Day, birthdays, Christmas, times when I really don't know what to get him, is I will send him food. And let me tell you, he loves that. Some of my favorite places to send him food from are from the Orange Shop. They are, I think, based in Florida, and they sell citrus year round, and he just loves grapefruit and oranges, so I'll send those to him very often. Lobstergram. This man loves his lobsters and his seafood, so I'll send him little packages of that sometimes. Steaks, another one of his favorites. Maytag blue cheese, loves that. So if you have a foodie in your life, just send them some food. They will be happy, trust me. One of the best gifts. Now, I know I've said a lot of these are the best gifts, but this is literally the best gift ever. If you have someone in your life that is constantly losing an item, my husband with his keys, he cannot keep these keys straight. And it's not like it's a little bitty key. I mean, it's a jumbo Pile of keys on a lanyard. How do you lose that? They have something called Tile, and you attach one of these little tiles onto whatever the item is that you are constantly losing, and then you install an app on your phone. And if you lose it, you look up the app, you hit locate, and the little thing will beep to let you know where the item is that you have lost. And I cannot tell you how much time this little guy has saved us. Except for that time they were in the fridge. That took a little bit longer because you couldn't hear the beeping through the fridge. The last gift I have to share with you is anything sports memorabilia. If you have someone in your life that is really into sports, say you're not really into them, but you want to show them that you care and you support their team, sports memorabilia goes a long way. Now, my dad is not one that I could ever buy anything like this for because he does not follow sports at all. But my husband, as many of you know, is a really big Ravens fan. So anything Ravens pretty much goes for him. Mugs, hats, t-shirts, football helmets. Yeah. If you have any unique gift ideas for guys based on past gifts that you've given or things that you've seen out there, please feel free to share them below because I am fresh out. I need some ideas. I would love to hear what you have to say on this topic. I want to wish you a wonderful Thanksgiving. I also want to take a moment to say thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching the videos. I really do appreciate your long-time support. So many of you have been here for so long, and even if I don't say it all the time, I just want you to know how appreciative I am and how very special so many of you are to me. All the friendships that we have developed, the positivity that we share here, it means a lot. And in a sea of negativity, knowing that there are so many of you here that shine that light really does make it all worthwhile. So I just want to say thank you so much. I wish you a beautiful Thanksgiving, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.